Hello, great to see you here. Welcome along to this video. My name is Chris Harvey and today we are talking about the Revv D20. I'm going to explore the reasons why this might be the perfect amp for me. It comes with free candy. Thanks, Revv. And we're going to dive into a load of specs and tones to help you decide whether it's going to be the perfect amp for you. So if you clicked on this video, you might already know a little bit about the Revv D20, but the reason that I have decided to go for this cutting edge amp in terms of the feature set and the technology is because it's the perfect amp for multiple situations for the modern day guitarist. I live in an apartment in a city and I'm a bit of a purist when it comes to gear. I love valve amps, I love cranking up those valves, getting them to the point where they sound great, but that isn't always possible living where I live, and I do a load of session work, I record a lot, I make these videos, and I post a load of stuff over on Instagram. And all of that means that I'm playing guitar a lot. The Revv D20 has a ton of great features that makes it a perfect option for anybody looking to record at home, whether you want to practice silently or whether you want to retain that valve amp feel under your fingers whilst being able to play with headphones and just not annoy any of the neighbors, then this is definitely an amp that you need to consider. Like I said, I am a bit of a purist. Technology is not something that I particularly bonded well with when it comes to modeling software. I've looked at the HX Stomp, I've looked at some of the Strymon Iridium stuff, Walrus Audio did a cab sim pedal, but none of them have valves in it, and it's always the feel of valve amps that is the thing that's missing. And for me, if the feel isn't there, then the performance isn't going to be there. So this amp needed to actually feel good, and I'm really pleased to say that it does. The amp comes loaded with two 6v6s in the power section and two 12AX7s in the preamp, which is a really classic combination. It's perfect for a blank canvas, clean pedal platform, which is exactly what the Revv was designed to do. The Revv D20 was created in collaboration with a load of really great Nashville session players, which suits me to the ground. Anyone who knows me knows that I love absolutely anything that comes out of Nashville music-wise. My taste in guitar all comes from things like Americana and country and blues. And, you know, Nashville is the mecca for that kind of music. So that's a real tick in the Revv's favor in terms of something immediately that resonates with me. The amp is 20 watts, switchable down to 4 watts, which is perfect because if you did want to run this through a cab, then you've got the option to be loud enough to gig with it, and you can scale it down to 4 watts, which makes it more manageable at home. But if you are going to play this amp at home, then the real sort of Swiss Army knife quality of this amp is that it has the built-in 2-notes torpedo. Now, 2-notes are pretty much an industry standard these days in terms of virtual cab simulation and reactive loads. Their software, their technology is absolutely awesome. So seeing an amp that has all of that built into it is just so great to see, and I'm really surprised that more manufacturers haven't gone down this route. The amp has a headphone jack on the front with a level pot which enables you to control the signal that comes out of the headphones. It has a 6-way selector switch for your virtual cabinets. It comes with 6 preloaded into the amp, which are all designed by Revv, and you can then go into the 2-note software and edit any of those 6 options. You can create a ton more, and you can save your own presets to the 6 different selections on that switch, making it completely customizable, and you can really go down the rabbit hole creating different speakers, different rooms, different microphones. You can load in your own IRs from places like Celestion or any other, speaker manufacturer. You can find IRs all over the place, and you can download them from your favorite players as well. So there's a load of options and a load of flexibility. On the back you have a speaker output, so that's either 4 ohm or 8 ohm, and it also has an active load switch, which basically enables you to select whether you want to run a speaker or whether you want to use the inbuilt torpedo system. If you do want to use the built-in cab sim and the 2-note torpedo, then it's great because there's an XLR straight out of the back which you can plug directly into your interface, into Logic, and you can record silently, you can just play back with headphones, and it's all completely silent whilst feeling like a valve amp. It's a winner for me. So let's hear some tones. I'm going to run through the 6 presets on the front. I'm not going to dive into the software today. That's something for another video. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to get notified of when that video comes out. And if you do enjoy the tones that you're hearing from this amp, then make sure to give the video a thumbs up as well. It really does help the channel, helps the video get to more people who might be interested in solving all of these problems around playing valve amps at home. This shows you exactly what you get out of the box and shows you what kind of blank canvas you have for experimentation. I've got the Strymon reverb on, which is set to a normal spring reverb, nothing, too saturated, because the Revv D20 doesn't actually have any reverb built in. So most people are probably going to use reverb with this amp, so I'm going to throw the pedal on. So who is the Revv D20 for? Well, I think if you are a guitarist that plays predominantly at home and you want to have an option to be able to play silently, you want to be able to record. So if you do Instagram or if you make YouTube videos and you want to have the option to get high quality guitar audio for your clips and for your solos, then it's going to be absolutely perfect. It's going to be awesome if you're a session player because you have the option to run it through a speaker which you can mic up in the studio, or you can run it straight to the desk and you can basically have the amp sat next to you and have all of your tones on your laptop. You can switch things in and out. It's going to be a really good Swiss Army knife for you if you predominantly are in that kind of setting. And I think with it being 20 watts of, valve loveliness, then it's going to be perfect for gigging as well. You are definitely going to be able to gig with this fairly comfortably, depending on the style of music, especially if you're playing something more like I do, which is supporting singer-songwriters, playing Americana, country, blues, then you're going to be able to be heard absolutely fine. If you are considering buying a Revv D20, then make sure to leave a comment down below. If you've got any questions, if there's anything else you want to know about my experience owning this amp, I've had it for about a week now, which has definitely been enough time to put it through its paces a little bit and explore the features. So if there's anything that you're curious about, feel free to drop me a message and I'll be able to get back to you and give you any information that I feel might be useful for you. And like I said earlier, if you do enjoy the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. New videos are posted every Tuesday at 6 PM, so if you aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on future uploads. And there is another very special gear demo coming very soon that I'm really excited to share with you all. But in the meantime, if you are looking to develop your guitar playing, if you want to learn some cool instructional content, then I do a load of that on this channel as well. And this video here might be something that you're interested in checking out. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you all in another video.